But I do think that when we tell stories, that it's really important that we find, like, that moment, and having a visual component to it is really important, because film is a visual medium, and it's really, that is the gift of cinema, is that it's like sort of all encompassing. And I often say that, like, as observers of cinema, we as audiences are like God, right? I mean, the filmmakers take us into a story, and we are the sort of omnipresent sort of observer. We can decide what we want. We can decide if we want to hate our protagonist, like our protagonist, hate our villain, like our, decide whatever we want about these people's lives. And so what I would say to you all as you write stories is, for me, the most important thing is to have like a deep connection to the work, a heart connection, not a intellectual connection. I feel like there are a lot of writers that work from more of an idea, or trying to sort of impose an idea onto the, it's not as interesting to me. I mean, different people do different things. I'm not particularly moved by like the clever material. I think for me, what's really the most important thing is that it has heart, and that it's moving. And how we move our audiences, I think that, again, in terms of process, I think that we try not to judge. We write a first draft. We get through a first draft as quickly and furiously as we can. We listen to our instincts in that draft. We really try, or I try really hard not to invite people into the critique of a first draft. I think it's really important that a first draft is for our sort of, that it's just for us. I think there's a lot of great stuff in a first draft if you can be brave and listen to your instincts and be honest. And then I think that like a second draft is looking at what you've done and really working hard away from cliche and obvious choices, which we will all do no matter how great or bad writers we are. I think that it's really interesting to start to watch really good cinema and look at how things are revealed. I just read a script the other day of somebody who wants me to direct a project, and it starts with this voiceover that's just like already telling you this horrible cliche about this story that is so beautiful and that can slowly like unfold. You know, we don't need to sort of go, hey, this is a hibiscus you're going to look at. By the way, this is a hibiscus you're looking at, versus just letting the flower be what it is and arriving at that place. So I feel like for me, my work is often to sort of vomit a first draft out onto the page, trust my instincts, start out with a really strong visual metaphor that roots the story for me, and then work away from as many cliches as we can, and show the journey of somebody changing, and change is so subjective. It's like we can change over over something tiny. The stakes can be, I don't even care where the stakes are in the room. You can make a huge action film, you can make a tiny intimate film, but I think that we need to witness somebody at a point in life where there is a profound change, realization, effect on who they are.